can call me Mrs. Maggie, love.
I wish to complain about this parrot I purchased.
The Norwegian blue? What's wrong with it?
It's dead. That's what's wrong with it.
No, he's resting.
Your beloved auntie was defeated by your son. Your sister changes into this conversation.
Ooh, you admire pictures of your father.
Oh.
Your hovercraft is worthless and was defeated by your favourite Bond actor.
Oh. Your cousin's car secretly adores your son.
Your house smells of your son and is no more because you're a spoiled brat.
This place wanted to be a cheap suit.
Mother wears second-hand clothes and is old and has no life experience.
Your son dances like your house?
Oh, you look like your hovercraft and have not finished puberty and make me sick and are rude.
This parrot poses nude for your mother.
You are clearly not a parrot expert. I can assure you I'm qualified to assess his mood.
I'm sorry, you were right all along. He's probably just pining for the fjords.
Good morning. Does this dead body belong to you by chance?
Of course not. I just borrowed it to put my teacup on.
You murdered this poor man to have tea on his rotting corpse?
How could I murder him when I was hiding in a shrubbery with me rifle the whole morning?
All right, you might have a perfect alibi, but you can't deny that... You probably murdered your mother and have not finished puberty.
Ah, this poor man was your hat, and I have proof.
Oh, your hat is rude and looks like this lake.
Ah, your house dances like some dog.
puts on Granny's clothing and is worthless, and you can't deny it.
Your cousin's car. Looks like this lake.
Oh, this conversation has an unsightly face, and you put on Granny's clothing.
Ah, your father acts like some dog.
Oh, mother is old and is no more because you're a spoilt brat.
Ouch! This lake doesn't like your country.
Ooh. Your husband is dull and ugly and stalked your sense of style.
You were a cheap suit.
Oh, maybe you're not a murderer, but you sure have a filthy mouth. I'm still calling the police.
Please do. I deserve a death sentence for how I've treated you. Let me just finish my crumpet.
Excuse me, I believe this is my seat.
Your seat? Does it have your name on it?
I don't think so, but I have a ticket.
First class, eh? You don't look like a first class to me. Your father has a steaming romp with your mother and is an uneducated nincompoop.
Ugh. Your face was,
your son still uses Windows Vista and is silly and is getting fat.
Oh, your husband is this place.
Ooh. Your seat and your son are getting fat.
Ow! Elderberries look like your sense of style.
Oh. Ah.
Your sense of style and a hamster change into the communists.
Ouch! Your son secretly adores. Your father can't exercise because of your seat and is not interesting, young man.
Your cousin's car was you.
Ooh.
Your math teacher and your seat smell of elderberries, you lying git.
Oh, your husband doesn't own a colour telly because you're a spoiled brat.
Oh,
See? You're too much of a commoner to sit here.
you're right. It's not my ticket anyway. I literally murdered for it, but it wasn't worth it after all.
Excuse me, but I need this liver. I was shot and I'll die in a few minutes if I don't have it.
Terribly sorry, sir, but this is my liver, and I'm quite fond of it. I've partied my whole life, and I'd quite like to continue.
I'm dying and you're worried about parties?
Oh, look at me. It's so sad. I'm dying. You know what's really sad?
Your mother acts like someone insane.
Ooh. Your beloved auntie has a steaming romp with your hat. You have an unsightly face and are deceased, mister.
Oh, your act supports this conversation, you ginger.
Oh. Your math teacher has an unsightly face and donated organs for defenceless young men.
Oh, your sister smells of your country.
Ooh. You donated organs for some dog.
Oh, your son secretly adores your wife.
Oh. mother secretly adores you and donated organs for your hat and some dog and elderberries. Ouch!
The Nazis. Smell of? I'm sorry for troubling you. I might be dying, but to live without parties, I guess that's even worse.
No problem, mate. Send my regards to John Lennon.
Welcome, my child.
Oh, hello there. Are you John Lennon?
I don't know that person, but I can answer any question of yours. One question, and only one I will answer. Not two, not three, exactly one.
Rightio. So, I always wondered, what's the meaning of life?
Are you sure this is what you want to know? Maybe you're more curious about how toothpaste is put in the tube, or how Plesiosaurus is mated?
No, thank you. I'll stick with the meaning of life.
Behold, then, for the meaning of life is... The communists and your wife have a steaming romp with a hamster.
Your son and someone insane talk to strangers.
Ouch. Your house doesn't like the meaning of life and changes into a Muppet.
Ooh, your cousin's car has worse hair than the Hell's Granny's gang and is old.
The afterlife, and you were born in someone insane, ma'am.
Your wife secretly adores... looks like your hat and is stone dead because you're a spoilt brat.
Ouch. Your hovercraft is your house, you pitiful mortal.
Ooh.
The meaning of life smells of Satan. A hamster died because of your math teacher, because I don't exist.
Ooh. Your son likes to flash in the park and still uses Windows Vista, and you know it's true.
Ouch.
Your son farts in your general direction, and your sister wanted to be a frightened schoolboy, young man.
Ouch. Your wife died because of your father and was defeated by the meaning of life.
Oh! You will always be alone and are very naughty.
This conversation died because of a public loo. You commoner. You are an exceptional creation. I decided to reveal the true meaning of life to you. Practice kindness and tolerance. Love yourself and never ever refreeze food that has been defrosted.
That is beautiful. I just wish I knew that before I died.